Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Grimith Shows Off a bit of Civilization 4 strategy, a Nobles Club 191. Of course, this is Noble difficulty, which is a bit below what I am capable of playing. Noble difficulty, there we go. Small world, temperate climate, medium sea level. Nice amount of land, despite the small world size, though. Nice amount. Much of it hilly, of course. That's something to keep in mind, too, is that a few of Mansa Musa's cities are built on hills. Plus the fact that, if I learn how to interface correctly, he has Chichen Itza, which increases defense in all cities, versus non-rifling units. Plus, does he have the Statue of Zeus? I love how I'm not seeing this properly. Yes, he has the Statue of Zeus. All in Timbuktu. Well, most of it in Timbuktu. Which is his capital here, which also has iron. This city is built on iron. But his capital is his biggest threat. Now, he's got longbows fortified. Although very few of his cities are built on hills. And those longbows fortified are going to be mean. Really, attacking with this small accompaniment of knights with a few crossbows is not going to get very far. Particularly since when I declare war, I'm going to have to march through an incredible amount of culture during the time that he can spend building stuff. Now, of course, we take a look at... I love how I can't remember these tabs anymore. This... Mansa Musa is not in slavery, though he could swap to it. He is spiritual, so he would not take any anarchy to do so. Let's see here. Some other things to consider. With a immensely populated continent like I have, something that I could do is go out here and grab democracy, the Statue of Liberty, to get +1 free specialist in my 20 cities on one continent. That could be really powerful. Double production speed with copper, and we definitely have that. So what am I working towards? I was going to get gunpowder, and then I was going to go after a printing press, and then sort of a shrug. Mansa Musa does not have engineering yet, which gives him access to pikemen, which would really ruin the day of my knights in the open field. That'd be 12 strength versus 10 strength. Unpromoted each side, although I would have crossbows to defend this group of knights to some extent. The crossbows don't move as fast. So, I have definitely underbuild. That's not a surprise. My heart wasn't fully committed to the idea of building, because Grimith. Effort, you know? Why don't we control left click to select all cities, shift left click to unselect that one, and then shift right click to have Hamburg set as a waypoint. Even though I'd really have, like, that point set as a waypoint, because it's closer to this area. You know? This city, after it builds these... I'm not even going to let it finish the university. Screw it. Who cares about research, right? Taj Mahal, that's valuable to keep. But every other city besides... And so all of these... Give me a knight. And it will take you, some of you, a very long time, and it won't even be that good. Any city that's going to take more than, will take double-digit turns, we'll count it out. There we go, so something like that. Some of them will have some experience points, some of them won't. No big deal. I could switch into something like vassalage, but I can't swap civics, so that's a no-go. So we're kind of committed to this. And we can ferry around these extra units. I am looking to build roads. I would like to start here and move on down. We can take Kumbi Saleh in 1-2 turns, potentially. There's no longbow there, though he could easily move a longbow. Depends on where that one goes. We could move the crossbowmen potentially to attack this spot. And that gets rid of one source of iron, and then we can move on Timbuktu. If we lose any of these cities, like if we lose this city, it's not that big of a deal. That doesn't matter to me. I have 21 cities, he's got 8. He feels the impact of losing a city far more than I do. Let's go ahead and control left click to select all knights. And I'm going to get him into position right on his border. Now I would like to leave a crossbow here, just in case. You know, the worst could happen, I guess. Nah, who am I kidding? There will be no worst. Besides, we'll have this guy coming down. And meanwhile, I could act to terrorize his stuff, but I don't think I will. I don't think I care enough to terrorize his crud. Alright. See, even if he kicks me entirely off his island, he can't come over here. He can't harass me. He doesn't have astronomy. He can't cross this ocean. Now, this ocean in his cultural borders, he could go in, but he can't play in mine. I'm pretty sure you can go through ocean tiles in your own borders, even without it. Or maybe I'm thinking of, like, Civ 5. Grimith's memory, man. Not as good as it used to be. And my experience with this game. I'll just have you be a city garrison. My golden age is gone. That's okay. I mean, I'm sad about it, but it's okay. You've all got one movement left. I don't want to attack then. Taj Mahal will be up next turn, putting me back into a golden age, which will be great. And the reason why I'm building knights is because they're faster. That's really why. Makes perfect sense, right? It would be nice to grab military tradition to get cuirassiers, which, aren't bothered by, you know, defenses that can be bypassed by gunpowder, such as walls. That's primarily why I like to attack with cuirassiers. Like, that ends up being my big power move, is attacking with them. So just in case, if everything goes completely wrong, we can bank up some gold and upgrade some knights. Okay? Okay. Threat management. Or just explaining the situation. I'm playing a little arrogantly. Just due to the solidity of my situation here. What would it be like to build a knight here now? 6 turns? Great. Granary here. Get a knight out. Yeah, sure, Mansa Musa. Why not? You get to win. Mansa Musa will trade music. I'm not interested, though, Mansa. I'm gonna have you and you build those roads so I have control over you again. Can I have you folks stand in place for now to allow dudes to move as need be? Okay. I can hold Alt and left click to declare war straight up, but I don't want to accidentally misclick, so I prefer to do things this way. It's a bit more of a personal touch, you understand. Okay. Here we go, to war. He doesn't know anyone else, so he can't drag anyone else in with me, or with him. He is completely isolated.
If music be the food of love, play on.
Indeed. Why don't you just go ahead and grab a market next, sure. Mansa Musa, congrats, you win. You know what? Matter of fact, give me every city. Just build whatever you want. He gave me a few knights. I think it'll finish out my queues first. I don't recall. I guess we'll figure it out. Tokugawa gets Notre Dame. Chariot here is standing in our way. 99.5% chance of success. I've lost battles that have had odds more in my favor. So these aren't exactly the best promoted units. I do have some 5s here. Let's see here. 25.9% odds. So much tile defense there, plus the fortify. 21.3% odds. I think it's the Bull DLL that gives me, like, the more advanced combat odds. Yeah, this is the best I'm getting here. So, you got a higher chance of survival with this guy than we do this guy. Let's take one of these guys and give him shock. That takes us to the skirmisher. It's a 30.8. That's the highest odds we've got thus far. And this is just a swordsman. This ain't a longbow. Alright, let's go ahead and use you. Alright, the amount of combat luck I've had in this game is just stupid. I should not have won that. There are so many fights I've won in this game alone. I think Civilization 4 is trying to seduce me back. Like, the Horse Archer fights I had over here, it's like, come back. Come back to playing me. See how fun we can be? No business winning these at all. None. Absolutely disgusting. Alright. You lived through that? Wow. The procs I'm getting. And we won a 54.2%. I'll take it. Food, commerce. Have fun. You move into there. One nice thing about Civilization 4 is that this city can't flip back to Mansa Musa, because I've taken it in war. If someone else's cultural borders were interfering, they could seize it from me. But this could continually revolt and be useless. They're going to yearn to join the motherland unless I say wipe off Mansa Musa. We'll see more about their unhappiness once the resistance ends. This one's also on a hill and it's got a longbow in it, and our crossbows aren't as strong. I like the idea of roading this way across this forest, but I will choose to road here instead. Great General. You can settle him in a city for new military units, receiving an extra 2 experience. You can later on build a military academy with these guys. At... Is it communism? Is it military tradition? Military science, there we go. Or you can attach them to a unit. They give them a large boost of experience points, and they can get a few upgrades, promotions that they couldn't otherwise get, and upgrading that unit becomes free of charge. I sometimes attach great generals to like units that really won't fight, like scouts, and make them great medics, which gives them the medic promotions, so that they can stay with the army and help the army heal faster. But I'm just going to attach it to this guy. I gives him a whopping 23 experience to spend now instead of 3. What he had. Give him +1 movement, Give him leadership. And tactics for withdrawing. Should he get into a fight. He can actually end up moving a bit further now. So, what do I do with you folks? This will eliminate one source of iron. He's actually equal to me now in putting in points. Fascinating. Just have the focuses be on you two here. I would like to still keep an eye on what he's researching just out of interest. It's a shame I can't see into his cities. He might still be building a wonder. The AI can keep sticking to that stuff even when danger is knocking on their door. You know, he's got his cottages running here. Disgusting. We could pillage those for shekels, not that we really need to. But I would like to get rid of that iron. I'll keep these two together, and we'll keep some defenses there. Just in case. You know. Why not? I probably only needed to keep in one extra knight. But, what the hell? I don't want to underestimate the AI too much, right? Let's not be over-arrogant here. That'd be crazy. My population still continues to exceed the limit. Alright. Have you move there. Unload. And continue your trek. You two very much need to heal. You actually get mobility on that guy. -1 terrain movement cause. But you folks definitely need to heal. Let's go get us some iron. Well, let's go take his iron. Okay. I don't have the great medic here. Well, the guy with medic 1. So I'm just gonna have another dude select medic 1. You can be a straggler, I suppose. Yeah. That cluster should be fine. Okay. Longbowman with City Defense 1, fortified on a hill. We've got Crossbowman 4, 0.4% chance. We've got Crossbowman 3, 0.5% chance. We actually lost a combat, everyone. You'll note that the Longbowman is still there defending in front, and that's in part due to the fact that we deal more damage versus melee units. So, 21.5, 20%. Dude, if I were playing as Mansa Musa, I'd be so pissed at these odds. This is so not gone in his favor. It's disgusting. Alright. So dumb. I won't complain, though. It's nice to have bank error in Grimith's favor. He's spending the turns to grab horseback riding. Does he have access to elephants? No. He definitely has construction. So with horseback riding, he could grab war elephants, which would also be competitive against knights. War elephants have a base strength of 8, plus 50% versus mounted units, 12 versus 10, same as the pikemen would have against mounted units. It would take him multiple turns to trek anything over here, even if he had any semblance of an army. Which he doesn't. He's got 2 longbows, catapult, defending Timbuktu, and I guess the Christian missionary, which was coming over here to spread the faith. And he's moved the
Victorious
catapult
warriors
out.
Win first and then go to war.
I
while defeated
guess that's a
warriors
move you can make.
and then seek to win.
I suppose you could do that. Just go ahead and get rid of that. I am definitely not going to attack into Timbuktu right now. But I will kill that catapult. Got 2 longbows and an axe there in Jin. Okay. You keep roading over to there. Why don't you road further along this way now? As we continue to march into his powerful, mighty cultural borders. Okay. You defend there. You head on out too. Unload. Begin making the move. Our great general can come down here very quickly. But I could have upgraded him to a Cuirassier instead, or I could have moved him part of the way and then upgraded him to a Cuirassier. I'll upgrade this guy. We have the money. Alas, I can only upgrade in my cultural borders, and that revolting city does not count. Well, actually no, it probably just doesn't have access to the materials that I would need to upgrade the Cuirassiers. Because you would need horses and iron, and this city here does not have any trade access to me. So that's probably why. This city does. So I'd probably be fine to upgrade there. Oh well. We're fine. Now we could stand on Timbuktu's powerful tiles and starve them down. Ah. That'll be pacified on the next turn. Good. I want you to finish that road tile first. I don't think it really mattered, but hey. Okay. You're injured. That chariot's not any threat at all. That's a town? Wouldn't want to pillage a town, that'd be terrible. We'll sleep here for now. Let's see here. You go ahead and wait. And any knights that we were building have transitioned into being cuirassiers now. We also have a new galleon. Hooray! Let's go ahead and move it out to sit there. You need to heal up. And we continue the march. Not that much of a threat, but you can see how with all of those modifiers stacked against me, if Mansa Musa can muster a more powerful military, if he say was capable of drafting, if he used slavery to whip out military units, that would be far harsher. I've gotten some very favorable rolls that I'm not used to getting when I play, and it's really nice for a change, actually, to get some good fortune while playing Civilization 4. I'm definitely the most advanced.
Gunpowder did for war.
Mansa Musa's researching drama next. That'll help. I'm under no threat for anyone getting liberalism yet, so I could just keep that and find a more expensive tech to pop with it. That's sad. Just use it on democracy. No big deal. Get a free technology, get democracy. Democracy's a fair enough pick. We've got a lot of beaker overflow happening, which is beautiful and disgusting at the same time. Alright, he's got a crossbow out now and a horse archer to defend this place. If he just built longbows, that'd be better. But him building like these things? Ugh, no. 105% extra defense. That longbow there has a strength of 19.5. It's not good, by the way. For me. But what the hell do I know, right? It's not like I know how to play video games. Damn it, that's not the move I meant to make. Whatever, just sit there. Okay. Upgrade you. And the rest of you can take off too. Alright, that's actually all the moves that can happen, so let's go ahead and bring you home. Or bring you on to the new continent.
Any society that would give up a little liberty to gain a little security will deserve neither and lose both.
That's democracy. We go on down the way to rifles. I did say I did have some interest in grabbing Sid Sushi and mining ink, though I would need the appropriate great people to do that, and I'm not exactly going for them, you know?
Democracy is the worst form of government, except all the others that have been tried.
I am the first to discover liberalism, and it makes me very scary. More so than what I already am. What is my best research spot? Munich? Great. That's because it's building beakers. I don't believe that would be true if it wasn't building beakers. We'll say Berlin's the best spot. In that case, stop that automation. I want you to build Oxford after that. Our best potential production spot, besides there, Dusseldorf, huh? 36 turns? Ugh. It's probably technically better for you to take care of that, yeah. Okay, sure. I won't throw myself into the jaws of death just yet. Tempting though it may be. Continue the ferrying. Again, my home continent completely invulnerable, because no one has access to astronomy. No one can get to me. We could send you two out on your own, on a great adventure of your own. Sure. Why not go on an adventure? You deserve to have your own fun. If I walk you one step forward, you probably get attacked. I guess just sit there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bring this video to a close. Next episode, I continue my war against Mansa Musa. You typically want wars to end as soon as possible, unless you're staying in a war for a specific benefit or protection or purpose. I did not prepare to have this be a lightning war. I've been kind of like lackadaisically like going through the motions here to show it could happen, to see whether, you know, the noble AI could muster up any sort of viable like attack. But this is Mansa Musa, man. He's too busy building shit and researching. He doesn't have time to fight me. He doesn't give a fuck. That'll change once I take the capital. But that is for next episode. I'll talk to you then.